Sorry. We've got to drop that off across. Okay. Oh, look at that, cost me a bit of gold. Thank you, donut. Should we make this one be? Make it as a skull. Hmm. Here we go.
First you gotta do the truffle shuffle.
Come on!
Do it.
Come on!
Do it. How you doing? Man and Mr. and Miss. Mr. and Miss. How you doing, Anubis? All right. This contract is starting to bug the hell out of me and I want to get rid of it, but sunk too much time into this contract, so I refuse to get rid of it. Researching on how to do streaming. Depends where you want to stream. If you're streaming directly from a console, it's easy as pie. If you're streaming from your PC, a little bit more technical. You've had food, alright? You don't look at me like that. Hey, you want eating? Please come by when I'm saying, didn't you? You hate the vt2, yeah? I've never did it before. Looks like fun to stream games. It can be. Some people took up streaming for different reasons. I took up streaming because of, you know, I have social issues. That's why I took up streaming. Do you stream? Are you on Xbox or a PlayStation? Because it's really easy to do it from an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Enemy is hit.
No.
No good. Didn't go through. Nice shot. We didn't penetrate the armor.
I got. Oh, fudge off. Right, so okay, if you want to stream off an Xbox, you can stream directly from your Xbox to Twitch. Okay.
Enemy armor knocked down.
Literally hit your home button, go to there and there, and just follow the instructions, and you'll stream directly from your Xbox to Twitch.
Target penetrated. We got him. That was quite a feat.
If you want to stream from your Xbox to your PC and then out, so you can have overlays, you can have your own custom alerts, if you can have your own camera where you want it to be positioned. If you want to have a camera, again, cameras are optional, it's not necessary. Then you're going to have a capture card. Damn it, I've run out of missiles. Right, bots are you can get, there's various bots out there. Some are easier to deal with, some do different things. No! Fudge. Some do, yes, some don't. The one that I use does not cost a penny. You know, some bots can, you know, again, it depends on what you want them to do. Most bots are just like chat bots, so you can set them up so that, you know, if someone raids in, they can have a little welcome message. You can set them up to do like timers, like mine does. You know. You know, and then some people don't even use bots. 4 more kills, and then I'm on to the last one. My God, 4 more, and then I'm on to just damage. There's a lot of people when they start off streaming will go to something like Stream Elements. Stream Elements has its own bot that you authorize into your chat, and then you can have it come up with like a whole host of things. You know, like custom messages for, like, you know, wanting people to follow. You can have them say, oh, you know, if you don't like the ads, you know, you can give me a sub. Yeah, a host of things. They're very, very customizable, and they're free. They don't cost you a penny. And also Stream Elements has their own donation button basically set up within themselves, so you can set it up so that you can have, you know, people donate money directly to you, so it doesn't go through Twitch, who claim a huge chunk of that money. Which is what kind of why I'm trying to get my YouTube to 500. Because that way, like, I can get a little bit of money from them, you know, through, like, you know, super chats or ads, you know. So that's what I'm trying to get at the moment. Again, I'm not doing it to get, like, money to make myself rich and that. Like, I am fully like, well, with Twitch, they're implementing soon a new system where basically you don't need to be, you know, need to become an affiliate before you can start earning money on Twitch. It's going to be the moment you start streaming will be when you know. Yeah? Yeah, you screw you, but I'm gonna hit you again. Why I'm like, look where all my rest of my team are, look.
Bail out. Our vehicle's had it.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, people stream for their own reasons. Some do it as a hobby. Some do it to pass time. Some people do it to meet other people. Some people do it so that they have some kind of social interaction with another human being. You know, some stream it because they want it as a full-time job. You know, there's no wrong or right answer for someone to start thinking about going into the streaming world. You know, and there's no real like wrong or right answer on what games to stream. You know, I play a variety of games on my stream, on my channel. You know, if someone comes along and watches me play tanks but doesn't want to watch when I play World of Warships, that's their choice. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna make past judgment on them and go, oh well, you come watch me play tanks, but you don't watch me play warships. Well, that's unfair. No, that there are channels like that. I'm not saying they're not. Trust me. But and you'll find different channels or different streamers do different things. Some have a cam like I have, some don't. Some have music playing, some don't. Everyone's like different in that regard, and that's like kind of the beauty of streaming is yeah, some people stream that they're eating dinner because apparently ASMR is a bloody thing and people like hearing people chew food. I mean, I don't, but that's just that's not my cup of tea, I tell you right now. But and some people will view to come in on a channel because they want to see there's a new game out, and let's say I'm playing the game that they're interested in buying. Someone will come in and they'll be like, oh, this is a game I'm interested in, what's it like, blah 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 blah, and then you're playing the game, you could explain to them, oh, this is the game I'm playing. I don't stream all the games I play, trust me. That's just again, it's just the thing I don't, But at the end of the day, you know, you mean you might like the idea of streaming, but then you take up the streaming and it's not what you want. You know what I mean? You know, so my recommendation, if you want to start streaming, is to literally stream directly from your Xbox. Pick a game that you like to play for X amount of hours, you know, and just go from there. Stream directly from your Xbox. That way you don't have to put any money into the, you know, buying capture cards, and you just use the in-game mic, or not the in-game mic, the standard Xbox microphone, and then you know, or some people don't even use the mic, they just use text. They'll type in their own chat, you know. Hello Noriko. Steve, how you doing? How often do you see one stream battle with another streamer with the same game? What do you mean? I'm a bit confused on what you mean by... I really didn't do that much this game. Good, that's good to hear. I really didn't do much this game. I don't like this T92, so it's a horrible tank. But yeah, the thing about it is also oh, I had food coma. I came off the stream yesterday. Sat down, had dinner, and I was watching a TV show, because like between streams, like I just generally just decompress from it all, like just, you know, I just watch a TV show, you know, and eat my dinner. But I was talking to Robin and I could feel my food coma coming on. I'm like, oh no, no, not a food coma, bugger. Yeah, it knocked me out. I had to go to sleep, so. Most of the time, you just play the game, your own game, you know. You can do. I mean, I've been in games where I've had like if when I'm playing World of Warship Legends, and let's say Noriko is streaming World of Warship Legends at the same time, and Noriko is on the enemy team. Most of the time, you can either leave each other alone, or go after them if you want a bit of fun. Most of the time you just play your own game. You don't really, you know, sort of get involved in that regard. You know what I mean? You're not like you know, you're not gonna be like it's a bit of really like your own choice. Like if you want to, like if I was in a game, let's say I play in this game and Anubis was streaming and he was playing World of Tanks and he was on the enemy team. Let's just make sure he's not, but I don't think he is. I could go after him or something if I wanted to. But then how is that? Do you know what I mean? It's just really your choice, you know. Most of the time I don't, if I saw Anubis on the enemy team, I wouldn't even bother about it. Oh, cool, Anubis is on the enemy team. I'm not going to go after him. If I encounter him, I'm going to shoot him, yes, but I'm not going to go out of my way to hunt him down. But then Anubis, on the other hand, could be like, I want to hunt that fat bastard down. So he comes after me. So then I will go after him. It's just, you know, it's You know? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. We've done stuff like that before. Done it in Legends, you know, where I've played, and we've had other streamers that have been playing Legends, and we're kind of going after each other. You know, with countdowns. So you know, like playing like World of Warships, we've done a countdown. You know, 3, 2, 1 battle. Do you know what I mean? No, thanks. Well, there you go, lady. There you go. That's Noriko's response to that one. You know, but at the end of the day, that's, you know, that will be Noriko's choice, and then I would go after Noriko. You know. You know, so I would actively then hunt Noriko if I knew he was going to come after me. Like, I wouldn't like go across the map to try and get him. And if I'm in a carrier, oh, I'd bomb the crap out of Noriko. I'd send him back to the Stone Age. You know what I mean? This is a bad point. All my team are nowhere near me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, they're way more higher numbers than me. That's fair play to them. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. Inevitable, you're going to run into another streamer. Now, if you recognise that other streamer, do you know what I mean? Like, I could load up. Use his page because he doesn't really care. Let's say. Right. Currently, right now, these are all the tank streamers that apparently are on. Right, there's me. There's Bite Me, there's Loot Treasure, Comic Nova, Koza 197, Grudge Bringer, and Shazillion or something. I don't know any of these, so I wouldn't recognise them. This series in Legends. Well, I know Need-a-Poo. And there's Kimmick, of course. So, at the end of the day, you know, if I'm playing a game and I'm on, say, Legends, and World of Warship Legends, and I run into Kimmick, you know, which I don't want to run into Kimmick because Kimmick is a good player. You know what I mean? It adds a bit extra fun. I'm not going to go out of my way and hunt Kimmick now. I will recognise his name, or I might recognise Need-a-Poo. Or if I'm playing, you know, PC warships, I know Grease Monkey, I know Major Pa. I know my game's on in. I know of that person. That's about it. So yeah, I don't know everyone on the you know, in the communities of that game. But you know, someone might recognise me. I don't know. I don't think I'm that recognisable, but we'll Screw you. Ah! I thought I had a kill on that. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just fun and games, you know? It's about having fun, you know. But just remember, when you start streaming, don't expect, like, you know, hordes of people to come in, because they don't know who you are. They don't know what you're about. You may get one or two that may come in and be like, oh, you know, new channel, interested, you know. So from a new channel aspect, you may get like a couple people pop in, but until you build your own community up and I'm gonna wait till you get shot by the other guy. Oh, that's something's wrong with it. Someone had the same idea as I did. Oh, okay. No. Got me a kill. Don't care. Got me a kill. Someone just fired a missile at me. Fuck, decided to pop a missile at me. Eh? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But just, you know, just pop the stream for a couple of hours and play the game you want to play, you know? Some people don't like streaming. I was trying to get I was trying to get the grenade. But yeah, just, you know, just saving, you know, yourself some money and buying a capture card, just stream directly from your Xbox. Honest to God, like I can't set mine up because mine's thing. But basically, you click on that button. Mine doesn't show it because that's to do with the thing. I haven't set mine up. I should really set mine up really. But yeah. PlayStation can stream to YouTube and Twitch. Xbox can't do to YouTube. I think they've changed that. I really should set it up, shouldn't I? Set it up. I haven't seen it for a while. It might not let me do it, but it probably won't let me do it, but we'll see. Shut up. Oh. There you go. So yeah, there you go. That's what you get. I just haven't done it for a while. But yeah, just basically log in using your Twitch account. Hey Grams. I know Grams. I told people this, that you can get the Hindenburg for free, but no one believes me until it comes true, and then they go, yeah, he told me. Sorry. Yeah, so basically link up your Twitch account, so like the one you're using now as your thing, and then you've got your stream name there. Mic plug in if you want to plug a webcam in if you don't want to. You know, change it to something like that. You know, destination. So you like Xbox going to go to Twitch. That's where Xbox goes. PlayStation, I think, have access to like YouTube, Twitch, and Lightstream and Streamlabs. Put your name in there, and then literally just click go live, and that's it. And then just make sure you've got your phone open or a tablet, your PC or whatever, to do all your chat stuff. Monitor chat, say hello to chat. Is a webcam necessary? No. A webcam is not necessary. Same as chatting. You don't actually have to talk using a microphone. You can just literally have your phone, do you know what I mean, and respond to people in chat with your phone. But bearing in mind, it's going to take a longer time, because if you're playing this game and someone comes in and says, oh, hello, how you doing? You've got to stop your game and then pick up your controller again. But if you've got a microphone, it's quicker. Someone comes in and says, hello, you can look and go, hello, how you doing? So again, it's not a necessary thing, but it helps. A camera... camera can help because they can see your reaction when you're talking or when you get a kill, or you know. So yes, a camera can help you interact with your chat more. It again is not a necessary you have to have a camera. Also, some people are very camera shy, so they don't want to have their camera on, which is fine. That's a choice each person makes by themselves, you know. There's no should have waited. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, what a missile. I'll take that. You know, just make sure you load up on your, you go to the Twitch on your phone, on your laptop or PC, and just, you know, click your channel and just, you know. And there's one thing I will let you know. As a streamer, one important thing. You're going to get stupid bots that come in your channel and go, oh, you know, cheap viewers and such. Just ban them. But also, don't be afraid to ban a chatter. Alright? You may think, oh, I've got no one in my chat and this guy's just talking to me. I'm not really liking his vibes. You know, he could be a bit sexist or a bit racist. Do not be afraid to go, just get rid of him. A lot of streamers early on don't like banning people. And I've always said, look, if you won't talk to them in the street, why are you talking to them in your chat? Just ban them. Get rid of them. You don't need negative crap in your life in streaming. Do you know what I mean? You're here to play games. You're here to have fun. If someone comes in your chat and starts berating you by how you play crap, you can't hit shit, you terrible player. And you'd be like, well, hang on a minute, you know, I'm a newbie. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, you still suck. Just ban them. You don't need it. You do not need that negativity in your chat. Hey, Dread. Yeah, just ban them. Just you don't need them in your chat. You could have, let's say you've got 4 people in your chat. Okay? This guy turns up, so he's a 5th. He starts belittling you, calling you out, calling you a crap player. You can't drive, you can't do this, you can't do that. Those other people, I'll be like, I don't want to be in here. I just wanted to come in here to relax. And they leave. And they won't come back. There's a chance they'll never come back. And you just lost potential people that will be in your channel lurking and chatting. They may have never chatted, but they've just come in to just chill and vibe. You don't need it. Just get rid of them. You don't need negativity. Don't accept it. You know? Hey, Fire Engine, how you doing? Dread, how you doing? You know, so don't be afraid. You know, for I kind of guess for every, like, you know, X amount of decent people out there, there's going to be an X amount of assholes. And you don't want assholes in your chat. So just boot them. You know, be done with it. So, right, I am crap. Bye. Hello, jerk. I really probably don't want to be. I'm not hanging around that area because there's a guy right at the back. So yeah, that's just me, you know. At the end of the day, you might stream on Twitch, you might stream, and you might not like it, you know. You know, I'm not a great tanker. I admit I'm not. I mean, I just have. Really should not be fighting like in the street here. Supposed to be getting killed, but I am doing abysmally bad again. Oh, get out of my way! Right, nincompoop. Hey, got a kill. I got a kill. Oh yeah, this thing. Trying to get the viewpoint or something weak to get a kill. One kill. So it's 2 more or 3 more kills and I'm done. And then it's just the XP grind. One fucking kill. Oh, this is so annoying. Are you joining us today, Mr. Dread? Or Fire Engine? And I'm only messing with you, jerk. Hopefully he knows I was only messing with him. I didn't mean it that way. Oh, I don't repair tracks normally, Yuki. Best part I've ever seen. I can in a little bit. I'm just waiting for my buddy. Buddy or delivery driver? And Jarhead, thank you so much for that resubscription. 28 months, sir. Thank you so much for that support, Jarhead. Thank you so much. Wink. I get it.
Yes.
Thank you, Jarhead, for the biddies. Thank you so much. Turk was like, yes, he gets to see boobies. And thank you so much for the gifted sub there, Yuki. Thank you so much. Again, you do not need to drop biddies or subs in my channel, but I am gratefully appreciative of them. Oh, I doubt I'll be around there, old tankin. There's, uh-oh. Fudge. I hate those BZTs! Get off, BZs! Leave me alone! Bouncing boobies, yes. We're men in tights. Cause Robin is looking at the stream. I can see you, Robin.
Let's go. We're not getting paid by the hour.
So.
Sorry. It's good, my friend. A gift for you, your great inspirational help. Hey, I try and help out old people. It don't bother me. You know, at the end of the day, you know, when I started out, I had one guy help me with my OBS. Because no one else really I knew used OBS. So I learnt what he knew, and then I went off and learnt what I learnt, and then, you know. Yeah, I saw that. Probably get killed for another angle. I just need one kill. That's all I need is one kill. No! No! Come here. Mine. But I'm happy. I got my kill. I needed that one kill. I needed that one fucking kill. Yeah, no worries. Do 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 do. Diddle-oo. Do 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 do. Diddle-oo. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the dip down there is okay. I got the Russian one, the Bordino there, Jarhead. That's lovely. Oh, so nice to have.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
That one's quite nice to have the
We just digged him. That'll slow him down. Zero penetration.
yeah, the French one's not bad, the Mets, but the Bordino version, the Vazrim or something it's called, I found that quite nice. I haven't got the Oregon one though. But I missed out on all the coal because I was a bit slowed by doing the Mets, so. Unless those missions have come back, so you can earn coal using those experimental shits. But when I get onto PC tonight, I'm going to be doing a lot of the start of the dockyard missions on the NA server. Hey, Jersey. Oh, they've reset. Oh, that might be beneficial to try and run those at the same time. I'm assuming you've got to use the Mets and then you've got to use the Rust and Borodino before, you know, look at that in order, which is not too bad. Yeah, I want to start the dockyards. I'm gonna do I might do the starter set. You know, a little bit of starter pack, so it gives me a bit of extra buff on because I don't play it all every day, I'm going to be struggling to get some of those missions. So
We didn't penetrate their armor.
there's ribbons. Ooh, got to do those today as well. Yeah, I do have though muffler joining me, so I don't know if I can do EU as well. What I might do is I might start off with some EU tonight and wait till muffler gets on, because he doesn't have an account. He's only got an NA account, and he's starting out himself, so he's not with any clans, so he ain't got to worry about naval battles. But yeah, I'll try and get some of the EU done tonight before muffler joins us on the NA, and then we'll do some dockyards for the NA side. Good thing is I ain't got to worry about Legends, because there's nothing in Legends update that I'm interested in buying. I've got all the Transformers stuff. I'm not interested. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind some Turtles, but they're all guises, and it's just like, nah. I'm not a big fan of the guises. It's ow.
Turret's working again. Take it easy with her. Vehicles done for.
Probably should never have come up that way. Some of this tank is just horrible. It's a horrible tank to run. Hey Dar, how you doing? Yeah, that's my plan. Help we do the oh, I'm just plugging my phone in for charge. Yeah, I'll do some naval battles neat. I'll see what's left. Normally by the time I get on is like I'm doing the carriers, the subs, normally the cruisers or something. Any muscles attached to the numb muscle hurts. That's attached to the numb. Do you mean thumb muscle? Oh, the thumb muscle you mean? Oh, in your leg. Oh, okay. Is that because you're a pain in the leg, pain in the neck, and pain in the knee, and you know. How did you hurt your leg then? I told you before, Dar, that having sex on the staircase can be quite problematic. Or have you been reading the Kama Sutra again? No, you've been reading the Kama Sutra and trying out all those new positions.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
So I'm banned on going anywhere today because I was having trouble pushing brake and puddle. Okay. It didn't hurt it. This is from the pacemaker surgery. Oh, bloody hell. Why would your leg muscle hurt? Oh, or did they go through the groinal area, like the thigh area where they went? That's where they went through when they did the surgery, I bet. And it. Right, yes. I thought they might have gone through the leg.
No.
Enemy scrapped.
Bugger. What damage? It's not good.
Mission accomplished.
$80,000 to go. Okay. But yeah, rest easy, Dar. Man, you don't wanna put yourself out, you know what I mean?
Permission to come aboard, sir.
Got to have my label switched on. Hello, Forge. Look at these BZTs, man. Bugger off. Do you know what I mean? It's like, them things are just ruining my day. I have one, but... yeah.
Let's go. We're not getting paid by the hour.
Not being rude there, guys, kind of your own fault. If you got told by the doctors to take it easy for a few days, you know. They kind of know what they're talking about, Mr. Sir. You know, you are supposed to take it easy. Relax for a few days and take it easy while you recover from any surgery, so you don't strain anything or yeah. Some surgeries take months to recover from, man. You know, that's why I've always said, after a surgery, just take it easy. You know, when I had my surgery, I had to go into hospital for emergency surgery, and I got told to take it easy. You know, and I was like, I'll be fine. Yeah. And let's just say it didn't quite go according to plan. I shouldn't have stayed there, but I'm getting pissed off with this game, and it's driving me up the wall. I just want to play World War II mode. I prefer World War II mode, but stuck dumped with fucking Cold War again, didn't I?
I'll be back.
You're playing ships with Bobby. Sink him. Sink him, Forge. Sink him. But thank you for the lurk there. Anyway, sorry. It's where the US Army. Well, the Germans, was it? I'm assuming. Assuming it was World War II, so it'd probably be the Germans. I don't think the Japanese were fighting on any desert islands. I assume anyway. I don't actually know. I'm just going to assume that. But was America really in North Africa? I don't think they were. Could be wrong. I hate that tank. It's just shit. It's god awful to play. Hate it. Despise it. I really am tempted to buy out the rest of this campaign. Now I'll never fucking play that tank and just be like, no. Hate it. North Africa and just the Germans. The US general got fired. See, I didn't. That is when Patton took over and kicked the Germans' butts in the next battle. Well, I'm not saying the Americans weren't in North Africa, but I know the bulk of most of Britain was dealing with North Africa. Rommel and Montgomery were fighting each other a lot. Of course, that's when the SAS were basically invented, or conceived, or what name you might use for the creation of the SAS, or what became known as the SAS anyway. I mean, at least one that was quiet. Pokemon. That's annoying. That's got 3,000. That's got more health than a mouse. How is that fucking? You know what I mean?
No.
Do 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 do. Oh, bugger, there's an M60 out there and all hiding in that town. Put these curtains because it's starting to get too bright out there. There you go. That's good news. Hey Robin. Oh, he's putting someone else on. Ahoo. Yes, I assumed that's what you meant, Dar. Yeah, I assumed you meant the new truck for your missus. What is this? I have no idea what this song is, so we'll skip it. I don't know what it is either. Two direct messages. I got a message request from someone called Potato Kai. Who the hell is Potato Kai? The fuck is Potato Kai? Ignore. And ignore. Stupid bots. Yeah, they're getting my bloody nerves, those stupid bots that go and, you know, they message you in Discord and they're like, hello fellow streamer, or hello streamer, or I have a question for you as a fellow streamer that is bothering me or something. It's just like, do you know what I mean? Or is it just me that gets them and you lot are all safe? powerful tank this is. How does anyone ever play this tank? They just skip past it. I fucking would if I could. Hell. I hate that tank. Well, I said how much I hate these two tanks. I've got to run them. I need to use the bathroom. Hopefully Dread might join me and I can actually have some company. Or anyone. Sorry about that. Took a little bit longer than planned. These people just ending their streams and not. Three people that I follow and they've just ended their stream for no reason. I don't know. You want some... What? You want some CO? What? I'm a bit confused anyway there on that one. Ed, getting that one's... You want some CO? I mean, I'm not the greatest of understanding English when trying to read it, but even that one I can't translate. If you wonder, I am playing Era 2 though. I am playing Cold War Era 2, so just so you're aware. Type in I was hoping that Dread will turn up, but he's not turned up. Ow, fudge. I missed him. Hey, High Fire, how you doing? Hey, stop moving. They're not bad. Doing some tanks today, getting frustrated because I'm stuck using certain tanks. Missiles left. How are you today? Yeah, got him. I died. I'm just quickly grabbing my stuff. Won't be long. Okay. Hi-Fi's looking at his tank going, I recognise this tank. It's the BMP-1 that has doors on the back and little guys get out. Wrong game. Sorry, Hi-Fi. We don't have that on here. Yeah, well, we got like this tank. Like this tank, horrible in this game. It's horrible. But yeah, in Armored Warfare, you get guys that come out and play and Jimmy. Do you know what I mean? I haven't played Armored Warfare in ages. I do like that game actually, but it's like another very grindy game that you throw on top of the fact is I play World of Warship Legends, World of Tanks, 2 versions of World of Warships PC, and then throw in Armored Warfare. I'm like, mate, that's just so much grinding. It doesn't have an auto cannon on here. It's not an auto cannon. These are just single shot guns.
No.
Oh, well, the BMP-1 is a single shot on here. And then the BMP-2 gets the like machine gun, auto loader and type of weapon. No. Yeah, it gets a 30mm auto cannon. There's also BMDs. Awesome. We don't have those. We got BMP-1, BMP-2, and BMP-3. Oops. I think there might be another BMP out there, but we just finished with the turtles. Yeah, I don't think there's any BMPs. I mean, there might be, but they'd be different named. Getting on. All right, Dar, let me know when you're on. Yeah. Apparently, Jarhead was telling me that it's ribbons this weekend. There we go. For the naval battles. I think was it last weekend was XP. And Jarhead was saying it's ribbons, so it's like, ooh. Yeah. Well, I need 6,000 XP on this tank, and then that's it. This will be elated. So, might as well get this done and dusted. So. That was a question for you, Highfire. I don't know if you can answer it. What are the requirements to join one of the clans on PC NA side? I know normally you want them to be active in a semi-capacity. I'm going to assume that's the kind of requirement. Yeah, there's BMD 244. BMD. No. I don't think we got a BMD on here though. We do have a BMP 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, because ours just ends here. Yeah, ours just ends at BMP 3. Which looks like it's got a machine gun as well as a cannon. Okay, so it's got a 30mm cannon, which I think is the little bar. And then it's got 100, or is it a 30mm is the cannon and the rocket? Okay, you don't have to. What tiers do you have? What tiers do you have over on Cold War? What about the clans on NA? I was just wondering what are the requirements. That's what it was. Because I was wondering, because I'm in the second clan or the backup clan. I'm not sure what you would regard that clan to be. I was just wondering, like, what the requirements to either move up to the bigger clan or the top one, or do you know what I mean? It was just a wondering question. You know, I don't mind where I am. It don't really bother me. Right. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, Hi-Fi. I thought it was, you know. Right, Era 1. You don't have any Era 2 or 3, Dar? Because I can't play Era 1. Because the problem is I need to use Era 2 and 3 for mine. Alright, I'll drop down then. I don't mind playing some... Alright, we'll do some Era 1 then. It's going to put me behind, but I deal with it. Actually... I could just use it for credits. I'll use it to make credits. BMP3 gets rockets and HE. Okay. We are both clans enough upgraded. I think the second clan might not have the last super ship upgrade. I don't know. I just come on and play Hi-Fire. I leave all the clan stuff to other people who have more knowledge than I do. Do you know what I mean? I just play. I log in and I just try and grind some tech tree lines and credits, which I'm always needing credits. Oh no, I've got no interest in making a clan, Hi-Fire. Ugh, no. No, I've got no interest in making clans. I leave that to the professionals, those who know what they're doing. Requirements, just activity. Yeah, I thought it was. I didn't know if there was a requirement to step up from like the backup clan to the main clan, like type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you were you started off in the second clan, and then you got moved up to the main clan as a kind of like, you know, you've been on for X amount of time. You had to do this, that, and the other. I know some clans like operate that kind of system. That's what I just wanted to double check, and I forgot to ask you in your stream. All right, Jared. And be toxic free to other players, you know, the high morale grounds keep. Yeah, oh yeah. No, I don't, you know me, I try to be very, very anti-toxic. Sometimes I get a little bit ragey, but like that's normally at my teammates for being idiots sitting at the back of the map. You know what I mean? But I don't go out and message people and call them names and such. Back in my old Call of Duty days, yes, I'd have done that, but now I just, the only messages I send to people is like positive messages like, hey, GG on a Kraken, or GG well played, or you know. Oh, I see. Yeah, the primary clan used to be the clan battle clan, but we haven't done that in a while. Yeah, I noticed that. Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon. Hang on a minute, can I get this guy, the back of this guy? But yeah, no, I thought I'd ask. I mean, I'm not bothered about clan battles. I never have done. See, if I had these tanks and I was in Era 2, I'd be brilliant. I'd be loving it. But I'm stuck using very limited tanks in Era 2.
No.
Yeah, no, the problem I have with PC warships, I'm always running out of money. I need credits, and it's like, ugh. I need credits. I need lots and lots of credits. Ah, fudge. See, if I could take this tank into, well, not this tank, because this tank we wouldn't do well, but if I could take like a decent medium tank into Era 2, I'd be fine. Alright, Dreads, you're online, aren't you? Oh, Dread's offline, isn't he? Dread doesn't appear online like other people that are normal. Dread Knights. What should we take out next? Let's take out the emissary tank. Hopefully Dread got that. There he is. There's Dread. There be a Dread Knight.
I'll be back.
No worries, TIE Fire. Thank you for the lurk. Who says I'm normal? I want names. Tom, Dick, and Harry. Joe Blogs. Someone called Rudolph. Yeah, no, Era 1. No, Jarhead. It's just orange squash. That's all it is simple orange. Orange squash. I'm hunting him. Okay. Alright, it's this guy, 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 and this guy or person said it. Deal with them. Which one's the one? I missed him. I missed him. I missed him. I can't help this guy. I really would help him, but unfortunately there's a huge, big, ginormous rock in the way.
That one didn't go through.
Damn it. The hell that tank destroyer go? Okay, we got rid of him. Ah, there he is. You idiot.
Armor penetrated. Track gone. We can't move.
Oh, whatever.
Let's get on the move again.
Whatever, mate. That was a
They got us.
shot.
Everyone out now.
That would have hit. That's hit him. I demand a refund on that shell because that was a hit on him. That Centurion had a YOLO'd over. We might have been able to hold that side even better. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh. Why did Dar just leave? Why Dar? What?
Permission to come aboard, sir.
PC warship news. Don't rat me out. Okay. I'm not sure what I've done, Trevor, but while he's going to do that, I'm going to go quickly do an era 2. So I can actually have them. My lips are sealed. Well, actually... Oh, I've got it set up. I ain't even got that tank set up yet. Nope, I'm not going to say nothing, Trapper.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance.
Oops, I forgot to press A. Sorry, Dread, I forgot to press A.
Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that?
You're right.
You're right. I should.
I didn't mean to say that the Enterprise should be hauling garbage. I meant to say that it should be hauled away as garbage.
Okay. Pokemon. Nah, gotcha. Gotcha. Ooh, there's another one over there, look. Someone's gonna get missiled.
No.
Hello, I can see you too. Hello. He's come back. Oh, okay, I didn't want to actually call up the whole bloody thing. I just wanted to back up a little bit. Oh, okay. To align myself correctly. The stupid gun just wouldn't hit him! I mean, come on, mate, you could have killed that dude and we'd have been done, but no, you left him on a slither. A slither of HP. Oh. There's an ELC behind us. Oh, Dred's just running. Oh, no. Ring a roses, dread is killing them all. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Not much we could do with that one, I'm afraid. We tried our best. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem. If you need to go quickly use the bathroom, it's perfectly acceptable. It's not like I'm going to sit there and make a judgment and go, come on, chop chop, pee in a bottle. No, 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 that's not me. Been more than 2 secs. Trapper. Oh, stage 33. I need 450,000 XP and I've got 30 days to do it in. So as long as I mean, XP, it's just XP, so I don't care now. So does it mean if I use XP boosters, that would make a difference? I assume yes, but... Tanks do I need XP on here? Yeah, so it's just these tanks. Use that on there. Let's use a booster here. And then we're going to use an XP booster here. Hopefully that will be allowed, but we'll see. So you're welcome to come Fucking dread. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, you're not, are you? You're not sorry. If you were sorry, Dread, I'd be concerned as to what's wrong with you. Or what's right. Do you know what I mean? Like...
attention here.
Trapper's response: I'm at work. I can't respond to that.
I'll be back.
Go ahead. Thank you for the alert. Okay, no point staying up here. I got 0 for this. I did jack all in this game. Like, just jack all. No damage, no ribbons. I did horrible. And of course, Dread Knight, as always, as typical, top of the leaderboard. Wow, I didn't actually finish last. Yeah. See how bad BMP ones are? Just really bad tanks. GG though, Mr. Dread. GG. Oh, I got an upgrade. Oh, so I've unlocked the BMP2. Now I just need to research the rest of this, and then that's it. I am done. Sweet. Yeah. Oh look, here comes Dread. I will show you how to play the BMP1. Just. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna go up there. See, now I don't have to do kills. I'm not under pressure. Like, that's what gets me with this game, is that like I had to get 140 kills, and it's just like I get pressured into it, and I really dislike it. But once I just got to get XP and play, I'm more relaxed with the game. Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Let's go. We're not getting paid by the hour.
Riz. How you doing? Welcome in, Riz. Hopefully you're having a good Friday.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Let's go.
Come on. Uh-oh. 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 No. He wasn't ready.
No.
Everyone caught it. Damn.
Alright, the engine's back up, but it's a little shaky.
This isn't going to be another good game, is it? I just don't like this tank. There's just something about this tank I heavily dislike.
Focus attention here. Nice shot.
I was wondering who's going to get there first, Dreads or Mine Missile first. I knew we were dead, so I just sacrificed myself to get the kill. That was funny. I was sat here thinking, well, will this kill him? Well, No running from you, Dread. Yeah. I think that tank's elite. Yep. Yeah, they're annoying. Okay, what's his name? Takanda. Okay, commander. Consumables. My equipment. Okay, I thought this was an autoloader, but okay, we'll take the ramming, the gun loader. Probably would take. Have a look. No, I'm just trying to think to myself. What am I running on that one? Sights and camo. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. I don't know if it's the best option, but we're taking it. Appearance. I'm gonna start to keep my tanks now, so that's why I'm just gonna and we're gonna put on. Yeah, we'll put the gingerbread man on. And then some inscriptions, just because I can. I don't know what I'm gonna put on though. Nice. At least we forget is always a good one to run. You never forget. Yeah, we do never forget one. And then, just because I'm British, we'll have the British flag. Don't care if it's a Russian or anything, it's gonna be British. Because we are the British. And then we're gonna put some boosters. Might as well use up those. Hey Shadow, how you doing? Yes, it is a BMP2. Yeah, that's what I was. That's why I didn't put the target info in. That's why, because the fourth slot gets replaced. I'll put it in the thing in there. Yeah. The Luftwaffe, Wizzle. The German Air Force was the Luftwaffe, the German Navy was the Kriegsmarine, and the German Army was My brain has just gone blank. I just can't remember what the German army was called. There's the Luftwaffe, the Kriegsmarine, and yeah. So I'm alright. Thank you for asking. Just a bit asleep still. Yes. Well, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Most of their tanks were called Panzers. The Panzer was a branch of tanks. It was like a set line of tanks that they went from, like Panzer 1, 2, 3s and 4s, 5, 6, 7, and then eventually 8 is their last Panzer. But there's variations of the Panzers. Some were converted into anti-aircraft guns, some were tank destroyers, some were you know, troop transporters and different versions of them, because you had like Panzer 4G, Panzer 4H, Panzer 4F, Panzer 4A. So yeah, but they used to have, they had other tanks, like they had like thugs, which were not classed as Panzers. You know, and World of Tanks and War Thunder for part of their we've got a lot of the tanks in here, right? Actually, yeah, we need to get to the top. You know, most of the tanks in this game did kind of exist. Some of them are fabrications. You know, they were designs. Literally, they were drawn up but never built. And some are complete bull crap. And they never existed. Well, no, there's only 8 Panzers. Panzer 7 was the, sorry, Panzer 6 was the Panther, Panzer 7 is a Tiger, and a Panzer 8 is a Mouse. So yeah, that's their kind of... Ow. Get out of my way! I hate people who just park near me. Leave me alone. Bugger off. So yeah, you know, so you got your most people know the Panzer 4s and 3s. They were the pretty famous Panzers. Ironically enough, when the Germans started World War II with the blitzkrieg tactic of invading Czechoslovakia, Poland, Belgium and France, they actually used Panzer 2s and 3s and 1s. Panzer 4 did not turn up until after the war. Well, not after the war, sorry, after the outbreak of war. Remember rightly. Yes. 200, well, 192, I think. Miss, motherfucker. So my gun needs reloading now. Mouse be a big girl. Yes, yes, she was. She's in this game as well. There we go. That's what I wanted to unlock. Yeah. I think it's 192 or 198. I think is the her official weight. And there's only one of them. Oh, don't dread. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Dread. I don't. But yeah, so she weighs about 192, 198 tons. And she's in Russia. That's where she sits. She is in a Russian museum or tank museum. Called Kabansk or something. Again, I'm butchering its name. Which is actually on an active army base, but you can go there. There's a lot of other Russian tanks in there, and some American tanks that they captured, or Germans, and yeah. But what happened is that the Russians were coming down from Russia through Poland and Estonia and all that. They were coming that way, and then the Allies were coming through France into Germany, and it was a race between who'd get to Berlin first. And Russia came across the tank testing grounds for where they build their tanks and experiment, and they found the mouse, but they didn't find a complete mouse. So what they did is they took I can't remember if it's hull A or hull B, and turret A and turret B. But they took one of the, it was either hull A and turret B, or hull 2 or hull B and turret A. They're not exactly the right two, because the other two were badly damaged. So they took those two pieces, took them back to, I think it's pronounced Kabansk or something like that, and yeah, so the Americans or the Allies never got their hands on it. They went to Russia, they did some experimentation with it, they blew up the inside of the tank as a test, because they wanted to see how thick the armor was. It survived. They then decided, you know what, dropped it into the museum. They built the museum around the tank, because this is a 200-ton tank. It's not like you can pick it up and move it every 5 minutes. I don't actually know who I hit in there, but I hit someone. And that's been there ever since. That is the story of the mouse. That literally is her history. So she may be famous and well known, but her history is so short because there is not much of her. Yeah, that's the mouse. Yes, you are probably really are correct there. Shadow. Because the Americans and the British did a Lend-Lease program with the Russians. I'm out of there because that side's lost. There's nothing I can do to hold them back. Which Russia was paying with gold. What they would do is that America or Britain, normally it was America, would send their tanks into Britain, and then we'd load up some of our tanks on the same ship that was bound for Russia. They would turn up at Russia would unload them, and then they would load gold back onto like subs. And then the ships would leave Russia normally with food and resources, which would then be sent back to England to help out England. So that was kind of it. And then they would say we would need gold as an exchange to pay for it. I could have stayed over there actually. Oh well. Go all the way away thinking that we'd lost that side and we hadn't. Oh well. Also Canada also Lend-Lease things to Russia. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me either, Shadow, that they would Lend-Lease. Because Canada was one of the main Canada was one of the biggest involvements in the Arctic convoys. Contrary to what everyone fucking believes, that the American Navy was there, which they were. No disrespect to the American Navy, they were there during trying to get defending the Arctic convoys, but it was actually more the Canadians that were doing it. So. Speaking of tank museums, haven't heard you go to one in a while. This month actually, Crappy. I am going, I'll quickly show you. Tiger Day 2020. Nice. Yes, I am going to there. So you actually get to see Tiger 131. It comes out twice a year. That's it. Let me make that a little bit smaller. But yeah, you get to see like that's a Panzer, and say this is her day. This is like Tiger 131 day. And you know, you get to go up close and yeah. Yeah. That's where I'm going. And I will probably be sitting somewhere around the arena somewhere. But yeah, we'll be there on the 26th. No, I have offered to her to turn up, but she's not joining us this time. Kev will be, he's coming. Yeah, so like we'll get there about, I think we're getting in for 9, half 9. So like we'll be doing like, you know, you get to vehicle rides if you want, or you can pay, you can actually go around in the arena in a troop transport if you want to pay for it. They've got the FV4005 coming out. I had seen it when she first turned up. And so you got some Daimler cars, Jeeps, Ford Jeeps, Chaffies, M24s. And then they got the artillery display. Then the vehicle conservation center closes for an hour and a bit. And that is to for their vehicles to get sorted out. And then it's the main arena with the display, the Tiger 131 alongside other World War II tanks, and including reenactments. So they'll do like reenactment battle where the tanks will come out, they'll shoot at other tanks like Churchills and Matildas and such forth. And then you bring out the rest of the tract. And then, yeah. That's basically what they would do. But yeah. But that is the... So yeah, that's what I'll be doing on that day. On a Saturday. Sorry, right. Oh, he's bringing out the Marder. Okay. He's bringing out the Marder. Yes, you are right, Shadow. Yes, it was the Home Guard, or Home Fleet. And the Americans, but it was mostly the Canadian Navy that was involved in that, because a lot of the British Navy was involved with sort of battles in the Med, dealing with the Italians. And then of course when Bismarck basically broke out with Hitler, not Hitler, sorry, Hitler, and Bismarck broke out, blew up the hood. Basically every single British ship was recalled back to Britain to basically find Bismarck and blow the fuck out of her. And then when word got that the Tirpitz had done the exact same thing a couple of years later on, we were like, we're not having this happen again, and we hunted her ass down. And then also, of course, we had the British Navy also over involved in the Pacific War with Japan, because we had colonies over there that we wanted defending. So, although most of the Pacific was a lot more American naval than British actually were there. We're involved a lot of the times with supplying troop transporters and supplying Oh, Joachim, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry, yeah, Hippo. The Home Fleet was scary, Model 2, but around the time Bismarck sorted, Britain didn't have that many. No, we didn't. Speaking of tank, gold would be super expensive. Do you get to see inside the tanks? Some of them, yes, not many. Most of the tanks that are driving around the arena, you don't. You do get to see before and after lunch, after the event, like at lunch times. They'll park up. And you can go around, take pictures. You know, if you want to get close with some of the tanks. Like I've got a couple of pictures of the FV. You know, quite, you know. I'm just going to drop that into repair. Well, not repair, sorry, reload. But yeah, I did ask Kaylee or Kylie if she wanted to join us this Tiger Day, this for the weekend. You know, I've already paid for the hotel and everything, so she wouldn't have to pay anything for the hotel. But she's got her own things going on and finances and such forth. So, I mean, for Kylie, it's actually cheaper. To get there than me. So, because for me, it cost me about £100 to get there. That's a return ticket though, so that's like there and back. About £100 for me. Yeah, for Kylie, it's about 40 quid. It's like, do you know what I mean? Because she doesn't have to go through London. That's the problem. I have to go through London to get there. If I could avoid London, I would, but I have to go into London and come back out of London. So I have to pay extortionate bloody prices for going into London. If you want, Riz, I am playing Era 2, Riz. Do you have any Era 2 tanks? I mean, I can go play some Era 1s. I mean, I'm only on for another, probably an hour, half hour, if that, mate. I'm not even on for that much longer. Okay, yeah. Oh, then I'll send you an invite after this game. Where did he go? Can't see! I'm like looking around the smoke screen like, what the fuck is everything? I can't see! Oh. There are a couple. We have at Bovington some French tanks. We've got like the Char B1, which was the heavy tank at the beginning that the French had at the beginning of World War II. Which is actually considered to be one of the most powerfulest tanks at the beginning of World War II. But the French had an issue, is that everyone, French did it, British did it, all communication was not two-way. So it used to come down from like the battalion leader, yeah, down to a tank commander, and then a tank commander down to the drivers. They couldn't send comms back. So if they were getting overrun, they couldn't request support or help or tell them, you know, there's like, do you know what I mean? They couldn't tell back. Whereas the Germans had a two-way radio. So that massively made an impact in the beginning of the war. The fact is that, you know, a tank could communicate back up the chain and go, hang on a minute, you know, this is this and that. Oh, never mind. Sweet, thank you. Saves me a job. Yeah, so you've got hang on a second, give me 1 second. I do have a load of pictures of Bovington, so I think that's it. Yeah, there you go. There's a French tank for you. That is a Char B1 with a hull mounted gun, and a main gun at the top. And then they also had that's an interwar one. Um, trying to find another tank here. Oh, I'm looking. I should really put these two groups up together. There's your Panther. And that was a shot in it. Look at right down the barrel. Right down the barrel that picture is. Yeah, that's a Panther. Oh, Panzer 5. Okay, Panther. Find some other tanks in here that are pretty well known. Some of these aren't well known as others, as you can imagine. Pretty sure you'd probably recognize that tank. Yeah. And then you've got is the one that a lot of people don't realize how big she is. If you play World Tanks, you might know that tank. That's the Tortoise, the Tier 9 British tank destroyer. A39, I think it was. Project was called A39 Tortoise. Trust me, that thing is not small. That's parked opposite the. Yeah, she's a big girl. Again, it's just, you know, they have a lot of tanks in there. And then you've got this tank, which I don't speak Russian, I'm afraid, so don't ask me what it says on the side of that tank. But that tank is a KV-1, is radioactive. It's radioactive tank. You can't go inside it for too long. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few tanks down there that I took pictures of, as you can imagine. Right, anyway, let's go play some tanks. Sorry, I do apologise, everyone. I kind of wander off and chatter. Yeah. I'm not actually sure what they did to that tank. Let's have a look if I can quickly find it. KV1 Bovington. Yeah, it's radioactive. Sure why it's. I mean, there are some tanks in Bovington that are sealed. There's one that's sealed because it's a Japanese tank, and I think it was Japanese, and it was sealed up in the 1960s or 1970s because they had asbestos used as the lining inside the tank. And as you know, asbestos, well, it's not the best stuff to have around human beings, if you know what I mean. But back then, they never knew. when they made that tank and they used asbestos in the lining, they never realised how dangerous asbestos was. So, but that tank has been, I think they sealed it shut fucking donkeys years ago, and they've never reopened it. Now they could do, it's just down to finances. They're a charity after all, so you know. I suppose if someone was to donate or you know, give a load of money to them to restore that tank and clean it up, that they could, you know, because they would just move it, you know, to an outside area. They'd put protective covering on it, and then I thought it was coming out. I don't think it was a test for nuclear bombs. There is a story about it, why it was. There must have been a reason why it was radioactive. I mean, it's not like you'll die in like 2 seconds. It's not like Chernobyl radioactive. You know, it's radioactive, but it's not like Chernobyl radioactive. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. You know, because Chernobyl is radioactive, but you can still visit. I'm not really fucking paying attention to this game, I should be. But yeah, the place is still radioactive, Chernobyl is, but you... that damn light, there's a light tank up there with well, not a light tank, an ELC tank. Oh fudge. Oh, good, killed it, but not in time. Well, no, what you would do, Meatplow, I don't know how it is in the States, but here in the UK, you can hire a company to come in. Like let's say you had asbestos in your house. The asbestos was used a lot of times in, you know, lining of a house. Like over here especially, we had a lot of British homes are built with outer brick layer, and then like a thermal protection layer, which is was asbestos, and then a second brick. See, a lot of British homes are built with 2 brick lines. So if you like a lot of places like United States don't do 2 lots of bricks. I suppose up the north does because it's a lot colder, but like California, Texas and all that, they like 1 brick because it's so hot. Well, they used to use asbestos in the lining. They used to use asbestos in loft or attic, as I think the Americans call it. They used to use it as a lining insulation, so that when heat goes up, this lining would basically stop your heat escaping, so keep your house warm. And again, they use asbestos for that. But a lot of, I think it was in the 80s and 90s, a lot of, you know, the laws and rules were that, you know, you could, if you had asbestos in your house, it was fine. New builds couldn't be built with it. They weren't allowed to use new builds. But asbestos is absolutely safe, as long as it's not broken and become airborne. You know what I mean? Like dust particles in the air. That's when asbestos becomes dangerous. So untouched asbestos is absolutely fine. It's not an issue. It's perfectly safe. But when you start like breaking it, damaging it, you know, that's when asbestos becomes deadly, you know, for inhaling. Is RAM an instant death? Not always, no. It's down to weight. But like that tank was a medium tank. I'm a light tank, so he's heavier. Therefore, when he does the ram, he's going to have more damage to me than I'm going to do damage back. So, but yeah, but no, you could they could hire a company that could go in, move the tank out of the museum, and go in and remove the asbestos from within inside the tank. But it would cost a little bit of money. There's no disputing that, because, and also time, because instead of it being like a loft where they just go up in the loft, get their suits on, breathing masks, walk in the loft, roll up all the asbestos, put them in bags, do you know what I mean, and done, they have to physically climb inside a small tank to get at the asbestos, and they'd have to pull it off the size of the turret and then the side of the, yeah, it would take some money and things, but it's possible. I don't know, it could be. Yes, yeah, asbestos does lead to damaged lungs over the time.
No.
54,000, okay. So, but yeah, that's basically how, you know, and say that then a company then disposes of it. Yeah, you remember back in the, you know, back in the 40s when they were building tanks, they didn't realise, you know, that asbestos would be a hazardous material, and they didn't realise lead when they were using it as paint in houses. You know how destructive lead paint can be. I believe it was in 1976 or 78 when the American government passed a law that all paint for painting houses had to be non-lead based paint. I think it was in 76 or 78 for the Americans. And I think Britain was around the same time. They're still used now. You got leaded and unleaded. I think. But petrol or gasoline is, you've got all variations of it because it's to do with the purity of the petrol itself. See, certain cars you can't like drive a McLaren, let's say a McLaren F1 or a Bugatti Veyron. You can't drive that on cheap, like leaded or unleaded fuel. It just won't work. It will. It'll cause damage to your car. Whereas some of the older cars, like American classic cars, so like, you know, 1950s, 60s and 70s American muscle cars, they can run on leaded or unleaded. I don't know which one they are, but you put in premium fuel into it, it won't like it because it's not an engine designed for it. So Again, I'm not a car mechanic, so please don't assume exactly what I've just said is everything is perfect. But... yeah. Got him. He smoked up, and I still hit him. Nice. I'll take that. But yeah, they used to use to say, but nowadays, I say you've got like loads of different fuels and alternatives and. Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. You have to use a. Again, I'm not a car mechanic, so please, just I know similar simple things about cars. When it comes to fuel and how to repair cars and service cars, I don't know. I don't drive. You'd have to go see a mechanic, mate. I admit that my knowledge is limited when it comes to vehicles. Oh, where goes Wiz? Some German cars prefer premium petrol in the car. Yeah. And again, it's also when the car was made as well, the fuel that was made that was available at that time. So say World War II vehicles. I'm just waiting for them to be seen. Oh, okay, he's got him. Nice. So when World War II was going on, they just had petrol, and diesel was there, Russia generally used diesel. America used mostly petrol. I mean, there are some diesel vehicles out there. And, oh, fudge, with this not what we're going to... Okay. I track him. Run. Just distracted. This is gonna be a bad idea, but yeah, we're going in. We're going in, boys. Bugger. Ow. Ow. Just a 1-2 him. Nicely done there. Uh-oh. Gotcha. Not liking the fact there's something else out there that can spot me. Okay, I'm assuming he killed the heavy tank up there. Or you can change the valves to take unleaded. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people who are reenactors who you know own Shermans and Panther tanks and that lot and not Tigers because there's only a fucking one running. Actually, there's technically two, but the other one doesn't actually not an original. It's a thing. They do change to more the modern fuel. Because it just is easier and it's less expensive. You know, if you've got to buy like every time you want to fill up the tank, you have to buy a substitute to pour into the tank before you before you fill up, because it's that can turn out to be quite expensive, I would suspect. So they would try and make it so it's I have a problem is that I won't survive the fight. It's against whatever's in that cap. VTS I think it's the VTS. There he is. How are we going to do this? Because I don't want to die. So what we're going to do is we're going to get on it. I'm hoping and oh, he's driven off. So in the right hand corner I have 3 damage numbers. What do they exactly mean? Third place. Yeah, and that's no, I'll do one more myself and then I'm going to raid out. I need to get some food. I've got PC warships to get playing tonight. I've got new dockyard ships that have just turned up, so I want to go have a mission on it. But yeah, so there's a lot of reenactors out there that that do the stuff with the engines. I don't understand a lot of it, so I only know what I know. I need to use the bathroom, and then we'll take a game out. Sorry about that. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Sorry, so in the right hand corner, I have 3 damage numbers. What do they exactly mean? I think that's damage dealt, damage received, and damage blocked, I think. You mean, yeah, up that far corner? Yeah, it's that. It's damage you dealt, so that'll be like a symbol with, yeah. Yeah, so there's bullet bouncing off is damage blocked. 2 like, I think 2 like aiming reticles is spotting damage. So that's where you have spotted the target and someone else has done damage. And then the one where the symbol's going in, yeah, so one's damage blocked, one's damage dealt, and one is spotting damage. That's what it means. It's similar to what PC Warships does. Because PC Warships uses the same system. So
No.
there you go. So the bullet penetrating is damage dealt, bullet bouncing is just blocking, and then so. I need foodie, that's why I'm going to go, this will be my last, and then we're going to probably raid out to Goliath. Because Goliath is currently streaming as well. He is a d-12 leader, but he's also doing Bounty Night. So we'll be doing giveaways and other stuff for World of Tanks. Get it to dip down. Okay, what can we do this guy? I need this guy to go out there because I can't fight that fucking M60. Stupid idiot, man. Oh no. Stop it. Yeah, baiting can do. Again, it depends on your tank. Some tanks aren't really good at baiting. Like the one I'm using is just I just struggle with it, but you know. But if you've got like, let's say, a heavy tank. So let's say we'll go to World War II, and we'll take a heavy over here. So let's take... No, that's not a good tank to take. So let's take the Carnarvon. You would, let's say, as this tank as an example, you would want to basically bait, but you'd also want to be careful, you know, how you play it, because this tank is a bit weaker on its hull, but its turret's got good, so you want to get into hull down position. Most British tanks, you know. Normally the turret... Oh, there's a Burbank. There's a Panzer B2. Yeah, the Germans captured them and used them for themselves. But they didn't like the hull gun, so they took out the hull gun and then... Yeah, upgraded the main gun. There's a captured KB-1. There's your Citadel, which is basically just a... Tiger 217, which was another tank that was captured. Hammer tank doesn't actually exist, but it's just basically an event that they did long time ago when I played You Got This. And of course then the famous Tiger 131, which I do own. Yeah, no worries, Dread. I appreciate you coming along. I do. When I'm on my own, I get a bit So, but yeah, that's what I will be seeing, ladies and gentlemen, in a couple of weeks' time. Driving around the arena. Not with the green leaves, of course. That's just to do with the movie Fury. They put some green camo all over it to sort of kind of stealth it up a bit. But there's your mouse. Yes, and it actually was the Tiger 131. It was actually a Tiger 131. It was this one. They used it in the movie along with there's Fury. And again, that tank is at the museum. The Fury tank is at the museum. So, yeah. And she does look like that, because I've actually got pictures of her. And, yeah. Oh, and by the way, rockets do exist in World War II. Welcome to the Calliope. So, basically in World War II, it was to armor up certain tanks. What these are unguided rockets. They're not missiles that are tracking. These are unguided rockets. And what they would do is they would be used in taking out vehicles or emplacements. Normally it's vehicles, barrages. And I don't know if you can see it very well, but if you look next to the machine gun with all those cables, they go into the tank. So the commander would aim through his sights on top of the tank, basically, and fire the rockets at the enemies. They got used in Vietnam as well a lot, actually. In the Vietnamese War, they were used. Because basically you fire a barrage into an area and you just, you know, throw enough shit at the wall, something's going to stick. That's the philosophy of shoving rockets on top of a tank. So, yeah. But unfortunately his gun is horrible because it's a terrible gun. But, yeah, so there are a fair few Shermans in here. Like, you've got the E2, you've got the Ram 2, which is basically a Canadian version of the Sherman tank. You got the E4. You've got the M4 improved, which I think is a slightly upgraded version. I'm not entirely sure. You got the Thunderbolt tank, which had a lot of more metal placed on the front to protect the driver and the crew in general. You got the Easy 8, which was the sort of nice one. The irony, they don't actually have a one of my favourite tanks, which is actually belongs to the British. Because you see, the British liked the Sherman, but we liked our 17-pounder, which was a tank killer of epic proportion of basically taking out tigers. Welcome to this tank, and welcome to this one. Yeah, this is basically the Firefly, which is the British version. Take a Sherman, take a 17-pound anti-tank gun, turn the gun on the side, put it into a Sherman's hull, into a Sherman turret, and you've got a tiger killer. Yeah. So, but anyway, I am done. So I'm going to say thank you so much for coming along, everyone. We are going to raid out. I'm going to be back on in about an hour and a half time. After I had some food and watch a bit of TV or something, just to break away from games and streaming and whatnot. We are going to raid out to Goliath Games. He is currently, as said, he is currently on World of Tanks. He's doing giveaways for tank chests and other bits and bobs as he goes along the night. And also you can get to hunt him in the Bounty Hunter, and you can win tanks and whatever else he's doing. I don't know what the prizes are. Sometimes they've been tanks, sometimes they've just been chests, boosters, camos. So yeah, anyway, we're done for now. Take care. Thanks so much for coming along. If I don't see you tonight, hopefully I will be back, because I really need to do PT tanks. Have a lovely weekend. I might be on, I might not be. Bye.
You up for